Hi, Colas. Welcome back to Viva Barça, the home of everything Barça, where we are going to be discussing the latest as usual. We are going to start with the goalkeeping situation at FC Barcelona, as reports are claiming that Xavi has his eyes set on a potential replacement for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen if his form continues the way it is, which is not really that good. And the report are saying that Barca B goalkeeper Arno Tenas is being identified by the boss to take over from Ter Stegen from next season if things remain unchanged. We are going to be discussing much about that as we move ahead. Then secondly, we are going to be talking on this transfer rumor claiming that Barcelona are currently keeping tabs on Atletico Madrid midfielder who currently plays for Chelsea on loan. Saul Niguez, of course, Saul Niguez, we have been linked with him also in the past, but the deal did not work out. And reports are claiming that Barcelona are still keeping tabs with the player. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. So guys, without any much waste of time, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give this video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barça, Barça, Barça. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen has not had the best of seasons for Barcelona this time around and has come under a wave of criticism from fans, pundits and media. The German international recently hit out at media outlets for sensationalizing things amid his poor form, which have led to speculations regarding his future at the Camp Nou beyond the ongoing campaign. Manager Xavi Hernandez has publicly backed his goalkeeper on numerous occasions since taking over the reins of the club back in November last year. However, according to journalist Marcos de Vicente on Chiringuito, the manager does not see Ter Stegen as part of his plans beyond the ongoing campaign. It has been claimed that Xavi has asked the board to place the first-choice goalkeeper on the transfer list to try and recoup as much as possible from his sale. It is further stated that Xavi already has a perfect replacement in mind for the ex-Borussia Mönchengladbach ace. According to reports, on El Chiringuito, Xavi and his coaching staff have identified Barça B goalkeeper Arno Tenas as the ideal option to take over from Ter Stegen from next season. The 20-year-old Tenas is a product of the club's La Masia academy, but had been behind Inaki Pena on the pecking order. However, the report states that staff within the club believe that he has a much higher ceiling than Pena, who was loaned out in January. It is further claimed that the club have enough confidence in Tenas to give him first-team exposure towards the end of the ongoing campaign so as to prepare him to take over from Ter Stegen next season. Barcelona would bring in a new goalkeeper to replace the German, but it seems like they are ready to back another La Masia prospect, to make it big at the first-team level when the 2022-23 season kicks off. I might not know the complete capabilities of Arno Tenas as a goalkeeper. Of course, he catches at Barça B, but one thing I can definitely say I'm certain of is that Marc-Andre Ter Stegen needs competition. Ter Stegen have not been too sharp, and even though these past few weeks have been better for him, let's be honest, these past few match weeks he have been better, even though against Valencia he was not good, but Ter Stegen needs competition. It's very necessary. And what I think is Ter Stegen is feeling in his comfort zone. He thinks there's nobody that can match him. The likes of Neto Morera came into the stakes, but Neto was fumbling, couldn't even control the ball with his feet, and of course didn't have a good time when Ter Stegen was injured. Then the likes of Inaki Pena, he's currently on loan at Turkish club Galatasaray. Of course, the club have never trusted that guy as well. So if report as we believe that manager Xavi Hernandez will like Arno Tenas from Barça B to come and compete with Ter Stegen, which I think it will be a good move. Of course, we don't just need one world-class goalkeeper who feels confident. Whatever he does in a match, he knows nothing can shake him from the starting lineup. We just need somebody that can compete with him and that will help him to up his performances. Then on to the next story of discussion. In the summer transfer window of 2021, Barcelona showed immense interest in Atletico Madrid's Saul Niguez and were nearly ready to swap Antoine Griezmann for the midfielder. The transfer did not go through eventually, and the Spaniard moved to Chelsea on a loan move. Antoine Griezmann did eventually join Atletico Madrid and remains there for another season, possibly. That said, if reports from Sport are to be believed, Barcelona continue to keep tabs on Saul over the possibility of a summer move. Xavi is said to be an admirer, but more importantly, the 27-year-old, could be used as a bargaining chip by Atleti to reduce Griezmann's price. Saul Niguez has faced a lot of criticism since his move to London. He has played 6 games in the Premier League, creating no chances and averaging less than a defensive action per game. His most and possibly only notable outing till now in a Chelsea shirt came vs Zenit St. Petersburg as he made 5 clearances, blocked 2 shots, made 2 interceptions and 4 tackles. It is also interesting to note that because of the incredible competition in the Barcelona midfield already, players like Ricky Puig, have been sidelined for several games in a row, and as such, looking for a central midfielder should not be a priority for the club. So it kind of surprised me seeing such a report. What are we doing with a central midfielder again? If it was a DM, I could have understood that they're looking for somebody to be a successor for Sergio Busquets. But of course, this guy have a very poor start in Chelsea. Of course, Thomas Tuchel have not cherished him. And I can't say if it's a loss of confidence from his past because the coach does not cherish him, that he have put up some poor displays, playing just 6 Premier League games, and it's awful. And is that the kind of player that Barca want to go for? It's just totally crazy for me. This is a guy that we quite remember last summer when Griezmann's future was not certain at Barca, and that highly rumored swap deal between the Saul Niguez, who was there at Atleti with Griezmann, made a lot of wave, but the swap deal did not materialize, and here we are again. Reports saying that Barca wants him again, which I think definitely does not make sense. We have a stocked midfield: Pedri, Gavi, Nico, De Jong. What do we need again? We have every essential equipment in that middle of the park that I don't see nothing that can shake that midfield. I don't see nothing. So whatever player, whatever central midfielder we are getting, I don't think it makes any sense. If Barca are going for, then it's just to fill in the roster when we need to instead, their players to depart so that we can create room on the wage bill. So it's just totally outrageous. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barça. Until next time, bye bye.